Okay, step one. Oh, this screw is pretty. This is the filter. I think I'm supposed to reuse this filter. Then I'm supposed to, that's a 1. And take this out. Wow. Whoa. Compare to these two. Wow. Wow. Looks so rusty. How rusty this thing is. You know. Wow. So this is the fuel pump. Wow. So, number 2, which is to remove the 2 fuel lines from pump nipple. Remove crankcase. No, sorry. Where's my instruction? Oh, right here. Screen B, filter cap gasket C. This guy right here. So this is the filter cap. It's pretty rusty. But it's very tight. By removing the 2 screws D and install them from the backside of the fuel pump housing. I'm gently scraping these rust off this fuel pump. Maybe I need to get a sandpaper or something to scrape it instead of my screwdriver. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to remove these 2 screws and these top screws, which is D and E. Looks like I need to reuse this screw here because it didn't come with the repair kit, so I do not want to lose this one. So I'm supposed to remove the 2 side ones first. Oh. put some grease on these so it's easier to remove next time. So I'm over here, step 2. Step 4 now. Step 3 and 4. Luckily, these screws didn't rust out. You know, otherwise I could be in big trouble. Here we go. Now all 4 screws are out. Need to spray some simple green onto that, and also, well, maybe not. Then I'm over here. And remove cover F, which is this, and gasket G. So let's see if we can do that. Those looks like it's taped. See that? Remove diaphragm Number 5, remove cover. Number 6, remove valve housing H, not to lose T knot, large spring, and spring support K. But I need to remove this one first. Just kind of, as you can see, I'm struggling to try to separate this. Not sure if they glued it down or what. Probably did. Ooh, finally it came off. So this is 5, remove cover F, and gasket G. So this is oh, okay. Yeah, here's a gasket. Wow. This thing, wow. Compared to this new one. Cover. So this F, this is F, and this is G. You know, this is the old, this is the new. Dang. Oh, this way. There we go. Yeah, you can see exactly the same. The old versus the new. So I'm going to clean this plate a little bit before I reinstall that. Same thing here. I'm going to scrape this off. Let's scrape this. So these two will have to be gone. A little bit of gum around this. Do I care? I don't. Oh. Remove valve housing H, which is this guy here, by being careful not to lose the T knot. I, large spring J, and spring support K. Remove T knot. I don't see any T knot. Maybe this guy. But there's a screw here, so I think I want to unscrew that. Remove valve housing. That's what I have now. Okay, this was not in the instructions. There's this little tiny spring. Remove L and M. Be careful not to lose the small spring N. This looks like to me there is some thing that I need to turn this. Ooh, it's right here. This is the thing that I'm supposed to remove. I is the T-knot. So this is the T-knot, which is this guy here. As you can see, there is a base that's locking this piece down. So I'm not going to be able to, what is it? Remove valve housing H. Careful not to lose the T-knot, which is this guy. You can see I can push down. There's the largest spring. There's the largest spring that have this one sit on. So there's a large spring underneath this thing. I'm pressing here. So see, there's a large spring underneath this, but because this is a gasket, so you're gonna have to somehow force this open from this aluminum piece under. Okay, after step 7, that's all the assembly. So H is valve housing. It's probably this guy here. But I'm gonna try to see if I can separate these two. And I know how to separate these two. Probably pushing down here and pull this lever up. I'm going to be able to do it. There's no place else to separate the two. This, I can see this fuel pump was never serviced for a long time. Remove cover F and gasket G. Remove valve housing H. Large spring and spring support K. Remove diaphragm L. H is the housing. That's my biggest challenge, which is to try to separate this. How to separate this. Ugh, damn. This is exactly what they're saying. You know, I finally separated the two by using my screwdriver, pressing down here, and use my finger to lift this up. And I finally separated the two. Oh, there's another one in there. And here's the spring support, and here's the thing that sit on this. That's what we were. So this is the T-knot, that's a spring support, and there's the, sorry, that thing is a spring support, and the spring, and the T-knot. And the T-knot goes in like this, and the two made together pretty well, and then you just press it. So I'm going to try to clean this a little bit before I reinstall everything. And this is what the thing looked like. So I'm not losing these items. So that's step 6. You can see T-knot, spring support. Or T-knot, spring, and spring support. Like that, in that order. And this is the L is this guy here, the gasket. So I'm going to, apparently there's something down there. Remove diaphragm L and gasket M. Be careful not to lose the small spring N. And air dome support O from behind the diaphragm. Remove small spring N and air. So there's a small, which is this guy here, I can see, you know, so I'm not gonna see that. Oops. So that's the, where is it? That's the small spring, which is this guy here, and air dome support, which is this guy here, O, and this is the spring, So this is the support, this is the spring. There's no spring, but there is the dormer support right here, this guy here. So this is the gasket I'm removing from the fuel pump. So this is the gasket, this is the old, this is the new. Old and new. Same thing here. Old and new. Old and new. Where's my T? This is the old and new. And this is the old and new. So I'm going to clean this. Oh, there's another layer, I think. Yeah, which is very thin, which is probably this guy. Yeah. So I'm going to try to hopefully remove this thin M gasket. That's the diaphragm L, and M is the gasket. So this is the gasket, which is this. I wonder what this is. There's nothing about this one here. Interesting. I don't see any hole parts for this. You see this? These two? But I don't see this. Anyway, so it's okay, I'm not gonna worry. I just want to remove this. Just want to remove this gasket now. Hopefully I can take it out in one piece, but looks tough right now. You can see it's all tear into pieces. You can see it's all tear into pieces. See it all tear into pieces. I don't know if they glue this down or what. They probably did, but which makes this job so much harder. And glue the gasket down. It's totally unnecessary. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they didn't glue it down. It's just over so long. So I gotta remember that's the small support, which is this guy and this guy. The T-nods here. This is old. And that's the new. I'm tearing this gasket down. You can see this gasket removal, this M gasket removal is turned into a big job. So I'm gonna probably have to spray something. You can see it's a big job. Turn into a big job. should not be this hard. It should just be peeled off. It should just come right off just like the other gasket. But this one is so painful. So I'm not gonna have you watch me strip all this down. I'm gonna stop recording and come back later.